Glowing star, subscribe, like, and share. Glowing star, when the spirit leaves the body, a profound journey begins. According to Buddhist teachings, this moment unveils the mysteries of existence and the transition to a new state. The 7 lessons highlight karma's role, detachment from desires, and the clarity of pure consciousness. This process reveals life's impermanence, guiding us toward liberation and awakening. Understanding these teachings helps prepare the soul for peace beyond life. Dive deeper into this spiritual wisdom and uncover the hidden secrets of life and death. Watch the full video and begin your journey toward inner enlightenment. Folded hands. Lessons 1. Karma unfolds. Our past actions shape our journey after death. In Buddhist philosophy, karma is the natural law of cause and effect, intricately woven into the fabric of existence. When the spirit leaves the body, karma plays a pivotal role in determining the course of the journey that follows. Every action, thought, and intention we cultivate during our lifetime leaves an imprint on our consciousness, influencing our experiences beyond death. At the moment of passing, the accumulated karma acts as a guiding force, directing the spirit toward its next destination. Positive actions, rooted in compassion, kindness, and wisdom, create favorable conditions for the soul's transition, potentially leading to a higher rebirth or even liberation from the cycle of samsara. Conversely, negative actions, driven by greed, hatred, and ignorance, can lead to challenging rebirths or prolonged suffering. This process is neither a punishment nor a reward, but a natural unfolding of the seeds we've planted throughout our lives. It reminds us of our responsibility to live mindfully, making choices that align with ethical and spiritual growth. Understanding the law of karma encourages us to cultivate virtues and let go of harmful tendencies. By purifying our intentions and actions, we can shape not only a meaningful life but also a peaceful journey after death. Ultimately, this awareness empowers us to break free from the cycle of rebirth and move closer to the ultimate goal of enlightenment and liberation. Karma, therefore, becomes a profound teacher, guiding the spirit toward transformation and peace. Lessons 2. The bardo state, a transitional phase where consciousness shifts. In Buddhist teachings, the bardo is the intermediate state between death and rebirth, a transitional phase where consciousness undergoes profound shifts. Derived from the Tibetan word bardo, meaning in between, this state is described in the Tibetan Book of the Dead as a journey filled with opportunities for spiritual realization or challenges influenced by karma and mental patterns. The bardo begins at the moment of death, when the spirit separates from the body, and lasts until rebirth or liberation. This state consists of 3 distinct phases: the Chikai bardo, moment of death; the Konyai bardo, state of radiant, pure consciousness; and the Sidpa bardo, transition toward rebirth. Each phase reveals the nature of reality, offering a chance for awakening if one recognizes the illusions of ego and attachments. During the bardo, consciousness is highly sensitive and malleable, influenced by past actions and thoughts. Without the physical body, the spirit encounters visions, sounds, and energies that may appear peaceful or terrifying, depending on one's karmic imprints. These experiences are not external but reflections of the mind. Buddhist rituals, prayers, and guidance from spiritual teachings play a vital role in helping the deceased navigate this state. Recognizing the nature of the bardo is crucial, as it provides a rare opportunity to break free from samsara, the cycle of birth and death, and attain enlightenment. For those unprepared, the bardo becomes a pathway to rebirth based on karma. Understanding the bardo inspires mindful living and spiritual practice, preparing one for this pivotal phase of consciousness. Lessons 3. Letting go, detachment from worldly desires is essential. Buddhist teachings emphasize that detachment from worldly desires is a cornerstone of spiritual liberation, particularly at the time of death. The process of letting go is not about abandoning life, but rather freeing oneself from attachments that bind the mind to the material world. This detachment is crucial for a peaceful transition when the spirit leaves the body. Worldly desires, such as attachment to wealth, relationships, status, or even the physical body, create mental clinging that hinders the natural flow of consciousness. At the moment of death, these attachments can cause confusion, fear, or resistance, making it difficult for the spirit to move forward. Clinging to desires generates karmic energy, which propels the soul into another cycle of birth and rebirth, perpetuating suffering in samsara. By practicing detachment during life, one cultivates a sense of inner freedom and prepares the mind for the ultimate letting go at death. Mindfulness and meditation help us recognize the impermanence of all things, teaching us to release cravings and accept the transient nature of life. This practice fosters equanimity and clarity, allowing the spirit to face death with peace and awareness. In the transitional state after death, a mind unburdened by attachments is more likely to recognize the true nature of reality and achieve liberation. Letting go, therefore, is not a loss but a profound act of empowerment, enabling the spirit to transcend worldly illusions and move closer to enlightenment. Lessons 4. Clarity of the mind. A pure mind aids the soul's peaceful passage. In Buddhist teachings, the clarity of the mind is essential for a peaceful transition when the spirit leaves the body. A pure mind, free from turmoil and negativity, allows consciousness to move through the journey of death with calmness and awareness. This clarity acts as a guiding light, helping the soul navigate the transitional state and approach liberation. Throughout life, the mind often becomes clouded by desires, attachments, anger, and ignorance, all of which create inner turbulence. At the moment of death, these mental patterns can surface, leading to confusion, fear, or clinging. Such states hinder the soul's ability to move forward peacefully. Binding it to the cycle of rebirth, a pure mind, cultivated through meditation, mindfulness, and virtuous living, prepares the soul for this critical moment. Practices like loving kindness, compassion, and detachment from material desires purify the mind, reducing negative karmic imprints. With a calm and focused mind, the spirit can recognize the illusions of ego and the transient nature of existence, allowing it to face death without resistance. In the intermediate state after death, this clarity becomes even more vital. A pure mind can perceive the true nature of reality and avoid being overwhelmed by the visions and sensations of the bardo. It enables the soul to make choices that lead to higher realms of existence or even liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Thus, the clarity of the mind is not only key to a peaceful passage but also to the soul's ultimate journey toward enlightenment. Lessons 5. Guidance of wisdom. Teachings and chants help navigate this journey. In Buddhist tradition, the guidance of wisdom plays a crucial role in helping the soul navigate the profound journey after death. Sacred teachings, chants, and rituals provide clarity and direction for the departing consciousness as it transitions through the stages of death and the bardo, intermediate state. At the moment of death, the mind can become disoriented, facing unfamiliar experiences and karmic visions. Without proper guidance, the soul may become lost or entangled in attachments and fear, which influence the path toward rebirth. However, the wisdom imparted through Buddhist teachings acts as a beacon of light, offering comfort and understanding during this critical time. Chants, such as those found in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, Bardo, are recited to remind the soul of the impermanence of life and the nature of ultimate reality. These sacred recitations encourage the spirit to let go of attachments, recognize illusions, and focus on the clear light of awareness. They also evoke blessings and positive energy, providing support and protection during the transitional state. Teachings emphasize mindfulness, detachment, and the recognition of one's true nature, which can prevent the soul from being overwhelmed by karmic forces. The presence of spiritual guides, monks, or loved ones offering chants and prayers further aids in creating a peaceful, harmonious passage. Ultimately, the guidance of wisdom empowers the soul to approach this journey with clarity, calmness, and the opportunity to attain higher spiritual realization or even liberation from samsara. Lesson 6. Rebirth or liberation. The spirit either reincarnates or achieves nirvana. In Buddhist philosophy, the journey of the spirit after death culminates in one of two outcomes: rebirth or liberation. This dual possibility hinges on the karma accumulated during life and the clarity of the mind at the time of death. Rebirth is a continuation of samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. When the spirit is bound by attachments, desires, and unresolved karma, it is propelled into another life, guided by the karmic imprints left behind. The nature of this rebirth, whether in a higher or lower realm, depends on one's thoughts, actions, and intentions. This cyclical existence is marked by impermanence and suffering, offering opportunities for spiritual growth but also reinforcing the challenges of worldly existence. Liberation, or nirvana, is the ultimate goal in Buddhism. It represents freedom from samsara and the dissolution of all attachments, ignorance, and karma. When the spirit attains enlightenment, it transcends the cycle of rebirth, merging with the infinite and experiencing a state of pure peace and wisdom. This liberation is not annihilation but the realization of one's true nature and the cessation of suffering. The journey toward either outcome depends on preparation in life, through mindfulness, ethical living, meditation, and understanding of the Dharma. At the moment of death, the clarity of the mind plays a pivotal role in determining whether the spirit moves toward another rebirth or achieves the ultimate liberation of nirvana, breaking free from the endless cycle of existence. Lesson 7. Impermanence. Understanding life's fleeting nature brings true freedom. Impermanence, or anicca, is a central teaching in Buddhism, reminding us that all things in life are transient and subject to change. Understanding this fundamental truth helps us navigate life with greater wisdom and prepares the spirit for a peaceful transition after death. Everything we experience, our relationships, possessions, emotions, and even our physical bodies, is temporary. Clinging to these impermanent aspects of life creates suffering, as they inevitably change or fade away. When we fail to recognize impermanence, we develop attachments and resist the natural flow of existence, leading to fear, frustration, and discontent. By embracing impermanence, we free ourselves from the illusion of permanence and the suffering it brings. This understanding cultivates detachment, allowing us to appreciate life's moments without grasping at them. It teaches us to let go gracefully, fostering acceptance and peace when faced with loss, change, or the inevitability of death. At the moment of death, awareness of impermanence becomes even more vital. Recognizing that the body and material world are temporary helps the spirit release attachments and transition smoothly. This insight can lead to clarity of mind and openness to higher spiritual possibilities, including liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Ultimately, impermanence is not something to fear but a truth that brings freedom. By understanding and embracing life's fleeting nature, we move closer to inner peace, liberation, and the realization of life's profound beauty and interconnectedness. Conclusion. Buddhist teachings on the journey of the spirit after death offer profound wisdom about life, death, and beyond. By understanding concepts like karma, the bardo state, detachment, and impermanence, we can prepare our minds for a peaceful transition. Clarity of mind, supported by spiritual practices, teachings, and chants, ensures guidance in this transformative journey. Whether through rebirth or the ultimate liberation of nirvana, these teachings remind us that life's impermanence holds the key to true freedom. Embracing these lessons encourages mindful living, helping us transcend suffering and move closer to awakening and eternal peace.